Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Unpredictables Podcast Show. I'm your host, JR, aka J Reaper, and joining us shortly will be your boy B Fish and Mr. Versace. Mr. Versace is currently out of town, and B Fish is coming back from the fam or with the fam, so both of them be plugging in soon for our last episode before the final, for the first, last episode for the first official episode. Episode 22, June 13th. Actually, hold on. I'll take it back. Bless me. I meant last Monday. The last Monday, not the last show. Time. Let's get into it. We're going to have an interesting show tonight. Talk about a couple of things. First and foremost, with it being June 6th, it is my mother's birthday. And June 6th is D-Day, the anniversary of D-Day, when the troops stormed Normandy. So, with condolences to them, we can have both the silence for all those soldiers that lost their lives during D-Day. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's my mom's birthday, so I called her earlier today, and let's just say she was happy, I guess. She was the grandkids, but she'll turn out to be all right. The morning brew, the brew. Let's get started with the brew. See, the stocks are still tumbling down with the 10-year, only one being up. Apple is looking past a world after smartphones. So they're always working on the news and latest and greatest of technologies. During the headlines, New York's Bitcoin mining crackdown. Um, January 6 comes to the prime time. The House Select Committee investigates the attack on the Capitol last January will hold television hearings in the evenings this week. Features live witnesses, accounts of never before seen footage, and pre-tape interviews with Trump family members about the insurrection. So that'll be interesting to see that pop up. Be able to get some good content. Check that out. To Crime Touch, it's crunch time at the Supreme Court. Term ends, the 21-22 term ends next month, but it still has 33 opinions. The inflation is still up. We're at 8.3. We was at 8.2 last month. We're now at 8.3% and steadily climbing. Everything else, 7 states will hold primaries on Tuesday, the busiest election day in November. It will be the busiest election day until November. Attention theater cares, the Tony Awards are on Sunday. I thought I knew what that was, but apparently I did not. Oh, bless you. Well, thank you. Happy birthday, Cynthia. Mine would like to let you know happy birthday and bless me. I have a viewer that's tuned in. It's a couple feet from me, so we'll keep this trucking until the boys get home. See, the Tony Awards. I have no idea what that is. Jurassic World Domination, the 6th installment, arriving in theaters on Friday. And the Return of the Cheese Rolling. Oh, yeah, that's what they do, all the crazy shit with the cheese. All right, we're going to roll right into the news today. If you have not seen or heard, the NBA Finals has Golden State versus Celtics. They're tied 1-1, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch it like I used to. I mean, yesterday I think it was on, and I tried to tune in, and the game was already over. Something about basketball, it used to be a really, really good game of mine. I used to love playing it. It was actually my first love outside of football. First love was actually basketball, then football. But it's not the same anymore. Players are just, I don't know, doesn't have that same pizzazz, that same zing for me. So I watch it when I can. If I don't, I'm not disappointed. So it is what it is. Time now 9:06. B Fish said he'll be about, he said 8 to 10 minutes late. And Mr. Versace said he'll be about 10 minutes late. So before they come in here, I was going to bring up a couple of things that I heard in the news. So before I jump on this show, I watched two shows, and one of them have to be called Fox Soul. I just now started watching it. I don't know. It's going in the direction that I don't know. It's gonna get played out. But so Fox Soul today, I was watching, and they was talking about the Juneteenth watermelon. So if y'all have not heard, the Indianapolis Museum served Juneteenth watermelon salad. Now, my first reaction was much like everyone else's reaction. Oh, what the hell? This is crazy. We didn't want that, which is what the same sentence was said about the host of the show. But then I thought, why do we as a people get offended when they directly correlate a specific type of food towards us? We're the only minority that gets pissed off when they do that. Asians know they got rice, Hispanics know they got tacos, and Indians know they got curry, and so on and so. Like everyone knows it, accepts it, and rolls with it. But for some reason, us in the African American community, when anybody mentions something about chicken or watermelons, we pissed off. Oh no! Now I'm not saying what they did with the watermelon salad was wrong. I'm just asking why we as a people get offended when someone uses a stereotype that is not only completely accurate, like where's the lie? Show me the lie. So the watermelon's out, but it's funny because the company tried to come back and say, I mean, they had no idea and they pulled it off the shelves. Honestly, I really think they did. I don't think they went to we gonna get them for the watermelon. I'm just thinking it's just some unintelligent, not unintelligent, uninformed um, person that hasn't been around a lot of minorities. So they're thinking, hey, that's the culture, that's the vibe, and not checking in with somebody to make sure, hey, nah, man, it's offensive. So to each its own. All right, Monica, if you're still in the chat, how you doing? Just checking up on you. So that's a happy birthday to Cynthia. Cynthia's my mom's name. Monica, thank you for showing recognition for moms, even though she ain't on this show. We'll do a birthday special for the mom, playing some Dear Mama and Mama by Boys II Men. Oh, knees still hurt. All right, all right, all right. So right around the corner we got Father's Day. Woohoo! If anybody knows anything about Father's Day, if you are a father on Father's Day, understand this. Your ceremonial wallets, your slipper, your robes will be donned upon you that day. Why is that always the acceptable attire for dads? Like I would never buy you a wallet all year because I knew on Father's Day I was gonna wallet and some slippers, or a wallet and a robe, or a wallet and a belt. Like it was set in stone. As a dad, you get a wallet and some slippers. That's it. That's what you get. As if you're lucky. Some dads don't get shit. So imagine what that feel like. But now it was crazy to see those kids try to do something for their dads, but it's different. And also, it's crazy because Juneteenth falls on Father's Day this year, so damn, we get the Juneteenth and Father's Day all in one. But they're not actually celebrating Juneteenth until that Monday, so that's a nice 4-day break for most of y'all. Baby formula incoming. Abbott Nutrition said it refreshed formula production at its Michigan facility this weekend after getting the go-ahead from the FDA. The plant has been closed since February over potential contamination, which contributed to severe formula shortages that's left 74% of formula products in the U.S. out of stock as of May 28th. Abbott expects to initially release its specialty L-Care formula on June 20th. So, We ain't had no formula, y'all. Now, last time I checked, folks know how to make some formula. There's new school stuff, they don't know how to make formula. All right, now which rolls right into the next topic. More mass shootings. In the U.S., at least 3 people were killed and 11 wounded in Philadelphia on Sunday night with multiple people. Man, most people started shooting at a crowd in South Street. And they're popular for restaurants and nightlife. 3 people were also killed in a shooting in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 2 from gunshot wounds and others being struck by a vehicle. In all, 11 people were killed and 54 injured in mass shootings this weekend. Now, they said mass shootings, correct? But it clearly stated, just said started shooting. I didn't clarify. Yeah, so what do you think about that? I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but also real. Street Dragon Fist. Yo, Aunt Nay in the building. Yo, Aunt's my man's 100 grands. Yo, Aunt, I may need you on that first episode, man. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm sure you got the plug from somebody. And Anthony represents Steel Dragon Fist. We may need to get some of your logos on there. Maybe you can do some of the intros or something like that. We need help with that before we go live on Monday. Because we got some other stuff in the works we're working on. So I'll be getting up with you soon. Let's see. Time now, 9:13. Still awaiting. What's this? Not another tire mug. Oh, okay. They just got stuff for dads. Yeah, thanks, Anthony, for tuning in, man. I see you're tuned in via YouTube, I believe. We have about 4 or 5 people in the stream now. Earlier, we got numbers up to, I think the most we had was 107. That was just some preliminary work, but hopefully we look at those numbers on a regular basis, doing some giveaways, stuff like that. Mr. Versace does a lot. He's a traveling agent, and he says he plans on doing away some free tickets and stuff like that. So be sure to tune in and get some information and intel about that coming up shortly. The last couple of times we've been on the phone, not on the phone, but on the podcast, we've talked about the Buffalo, and then we fast forward to here in Texas. Since then, like we was mentioning, there's been a couple of things going on, some copycats and stuff like that. We just tell black people, make sure you protect yourself by all means at any cost necessary. And that's what I gotta say about that. All right, we talked briefly about NFTs last time. Me and Mr. Versace was talking about the NFT market and how it got infiltrated. Now, I'm not saying anti-NFT, because I've always wanted to purchase one, but for those who don't know what NFT is, NFT stands for non-fungible token. And Anthony, this is actually something you may be interested in. So basically what it is they hold stock on images. And let's say an artist creates something online, and for it to hold value, they place it on the open seas or something, or turn it into some type of blockchain and turning it into essentially NFT or non-fungible token. So now that painting or whatever it is owned by whoever owns it. Now, I used to think, well, can somebody just take a screenshot? Technically can, but they don't necessarily own the image. So for artists, they're thinking about NFTing their entire catalog and selling their catalog of art via digital pieces of work. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I've actually wanted to jump in the NFT game. I was thinking about trying to get a Knights of Degent, Knights of Degent. They run for about $200-300, and they own a team in the FCF, the Fan Control Football League. And they got some other things. They got stuff and events across the country and across the world. So I've thought about it, but not really jumped in that to 100%. All right. Now this happened as of yesterday, not necessarily today. They're talking about the Titanic sunk 102 years ago tonight. Well, that was as of last night. Just some bits of information. White House interns no longer volunteers. They're actually getting paid now. Key indicators, housing market. The housing market is so intensely overflated that over 65% of Gen Z home buyers and 61% of millennials have cried at least once while trying to buy a house, according to Zillow. The survey did not ask how much crying was due to the amount or the abundance of subway tiled kitchen walls. We mentioned this before, actually. I don't think we have. I talked about this online. How is it for a young couple, or not even a couple, just a young man or young woman graduating high school, maybe even graduating college, trying to afford a house nowadays with interest rate up to 5%, inflation, housing market skyrocket? It's almost impossible to own a home. It's just they're making it extremely difficult. History of the web. LeBron James is a billionaire. Okay. All right. So, officially, as of today, LeBron James is a billionaire, becoming the first active NBA player to hit the three commas, according to Forbes. So, LeBron James is now a billionaire. Congratulations, LeBron James. Michael got it. A couple other guys got it, but it's typically after their career. So, he actually hit billionaire status while still playing. So that's pretty freaking amazing. Um, he scored a $725 million deal with Nike, Redbird, and Fenway Sports Group. So, man, a $725 million deal with Nike, Redbird, and Fenway. Yeah, I just played the lottery tonight. Hopefully, I get not even a million. I just won a couple thousand to make things turn out right. Is that too much to ask for? I think not. I think I lost the feed. Where'd the feed go? All right. Where'd the feed go? Excuse me, I lost. Where the? There we go. All right, now we're back. All right, so time now is 9:20. Now, both the gentlemen said they were supposed to be tuning in. They had the their segment already listed, but it appears that's not going to happen. So what I'm going to do is switch it up. I'm going to invite a couple of guests online. I'm going to put the link in the chat. So anybody can tune in. Anthony, if you own, Monica, if you own. We're going to switch it up. It's unpredictable, so we're going to keep it unpredictable. First one to click on the chat to get in the room. We'll pick a topic, talk about it, throw some shit off the wall, and roll with it. So, still Dragon Fist, if you're still on, go ahead and click in. Monica, you're still on. And the other two, actually now one that's logged in, feel free to click the link in the chat, and then you can go ahead and proceed online, and we can talk about a couple topics. I got a couple hot button topics I want to see what the perspective or opinions of the guests that we have logged on. So, thank you, and I'm gonna give them a minute to click onto the link. Now, if you feel pressured, there's no pressure to click on the link. So if you don't want to click, you don't have to. And also, when you click on the link, you could choose to whether you want to show your face or not, or just have a logo, or it's all up to you. So feel free to click on, join the chat. We got a couple of random things we could talk about and spark about. I got on this post, and just let me know. Mm. Mm. Buying the power inflation is your problem, buddy. Mamma Mia, it's pizza from the future. Join the chat, Ant. And hey, jump on in this, man. All you gotta do is click that link in the bio, not the bio, in the chat. Click the link in the chat. Go ahead and log on in, and let's roll down. Monica, why you trying to get in? You gotta. You can also click it too. We can have all three of us on there. Have a little family gathering. You can jump in, Hank can jump in, and maybe you can call one of the grandkids. Mm, mm, mm. I'm actually having a good day. Good day. Outside of hitting my knee and almost killing myself yesterday. That's a whole nother story. I can't even tell the story correctly. I'll have to get somebody else on, either my mom's or somebody else. Monica, get on, tell the story. I was driving up there doing Sherman and almost lost it. Oh, you cooking? Oh, well, cooking in the kitchen. I ain't mad at you. Do your thing. All right. So we got some. Oh, there we go. Beef fish is tuning in the building. Trying to. Let me see. We got beef fish in the motherfucking building. I don't beef fish.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man.
He was like, "Hey, ain't nobody trying." I've been like sitting here for a minute, but it's cool. You know,
Man, I
y'all
just
always
seen
got.
him.
I always got to come through the back door or the side
Look,
porch or through the kitchen or something. I can't never come through the front door.
yo, you need front door access. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I see you getting those slushy snow cones. How is that
Yeah,
one? Are those pretty good?
yeah, they good.
I like the
When
one
they
off Lancaster. The hole in the walls, Jay. You know what I'm talking about?
no
It's in it's in front of like a barber shop or
off
um,
Lancaster.
yeah, it's off Lancaster.
You been in Lancaster?
Well, yeah, it's in Lancaster too. Oh, it's not off Lancaster.
I'm
oh,
like,
oh no, it's in Lancaster. Off is that Beltline? Was that? No, it's off the. As soon as you turn off, gosh, what's the name of it?
it's on
Because I
Pleasant
think
Run.
yeah, Pleasant Run. Yeah, yeah. But you want to like you head all the way east. It's like a
Yeah,
little
it's
hole
right.
in the
It's
wall
across the
spot.
street from some apartments.
Yep, that spot. You been to that one?
Yeah, I don't even know if they open right now.
What do you mean? They close?
I want to say maybe. I'm not sure. I don't
Well,
drive down that road a lot.
we went after the pandemic. It was I want to say about 3 months ago. They were still open at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, but that is comparably speaking, that's probably the best snow cone I've ever had in my life. Uh oh. Devontae wants to know what's the last one. Negative, sir. The last Monday. That's what I meant. The last Monday before the official show. Devontae Knowlton asked the last one. Yes, last Monday. Just it was one of those. What do they call those things? Clickbaits. I pulled a clickbait. Still
Oh
waiting,
yeah,
Mr.
you did.
Versace. Yeah, Mr. Versace actually said he's in San Antonio right now. Said he's gonna log on, click on, and get on to the show. Earlier, I talked about a couple of things. One being the watermelon, the what's that? The Juneteenth watermelon. That
Yeah, I caught that part. You were wondering why we always get offended when they do that.
why?
I mean, we do. I mean,
I've been guilty of doing the same thing. Like I can't believe they did that. But when I try to play
I,
devil's advocate for myself, I'm like, why are we pissed off?
I think the reason why we get offended by it is because it's never been looked at it as if it was a something to celebrate. It's always been a negative connotation with us. Like
Yeah,
what
but
I
I
mean
mean,
is like they used to make little figurines and and caricatures and all that kind of stuff of us eating watermelon with buck teeth and big old lips and
Oh, that, yeah, no,
eating
yeah,
fried chicken, but you know, it doesn't get celebrated like buy a bunch of these, like let's make money off of it. It's usually like in a derogatory manner.
yeah. But
And
like,
then
you know,
which one of us even do you even celebrate Juneteenth?
do me? Oh, for long as I didn't. Like for years, I did not because
Right.
I didn't agree with what it actually was. Like if you look at it as core, all it was them keeping some more of us enslaved for longer, and now we're celebrating being free when we was already like that was kind of like a slap in the face. But since then, I've kind of embraced it as not as such. But if you look at the roots of Juneteenth in itself, it didn't make sense why we would celebrate a fictitious time when we put in extra work as being slaves when we was actually free.
Right.
But you know,
Right. Getting a notification well after the actual date. You know what I mean?
yes,
How does
yeah,
that make who wants to celebrate that? Like,
nah, because most people don't know that. Oh yeah, Juneteenth, we turning up like. But like I said, I've learned that I'll just use it as a Freedom Day celebration. But in its core, Juneteenth, yeah, that's kind of a fucked up holiday to be celebrated.
it is, man.
Because it was years, man. It wasn't like, well, no, was it years or months? Was it months after? I gotta look
We
back. I gotta look it
yeah,
back up that
my,
again.
my history.
Yeah, the history's loud. But I did
Right.
say, I did say, LeBron James is a billionaire now.
Yeah, I know they've been talking about that for a while, trying to lead up to it.
Yeah.
But is he like cross the threshold, or is he like go buy another car and he back under?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, yeah,
You know what I
I'm a
mean?
millionaire. I bought this house. Now I'm a thousandaire. Like,
Right, right,
is it like is he enough in the billions where like he good? Like he at home plate. He can put his hands up. Everything's
right.
done.
Is
I
he
don't
like
know.
in the Jeff Bezos? I can give away this to
Yeah.
my ex and a bunch of charity, and I'm still in the game, or
Or I need to watch my money so I can stay in this billionaire
you know what I'm
status.
saying?
I don't know what we
It's like
cooking with out here.
isn't Kanye a billionaire too? I mean, so is that just
Yeah.
everybody's just turning into one all of a sudden, just
Yeah.
in the fashion game anyway.
True
But I
that. True
think I
that.
think LeBron has a few more investments and a lot of other things that he has his money tied into
Yeah.
that
Well,
got him
they were talking about he just closed a deal with Nike, Redbird, and Fenway Sports Group, a $725 million deal. That's what threw him over the threshold.
there. Okay.
But think
That's
about
not
that deal
bad.
though. 725 million?
I mean,
Gosh.
it sounds like are they just printing money right now? Because when you think about that, okay,
Man.
so he's a sports figure, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the fact that you saw what Aaron Donald just did, right?
Negative.
Aaron Donald restructured his contract, and I believe he's going to be making $95 million or something like that through 2024. So it makes him the highest NFL non-quarterback, highest paid NFL player non-quarterback in NFL history.
Wow. Man. I just seen that. $95 million. Gosh.
Right.
That's
So
insane.
it's like, are they printing this money somewhere? Because I need to know. Because I'm trying to get some loot in my pocket.
Yo,
You know
put
what I
me
mean?
in. Put me in, coach.
For real.
Put me in, coach. I'm trying to get that. I need all that.
All of it.
Man, that's
All
crazy.
of it, man. Yeah. I'm trying to get some loot. What about I mean, I know you mentioned inflation and a few other things and people buying houses, and that's crazy. How many phone calls do you get a day of somebody asking you, do you want to sell your property?
Oh, yeah, we are. Yo, as far as the mail goes,
Right.
oh my gosh, every time you turn around. But the problem thing is this though, the interest rates are or refinance, but the interest rates are not where they need to be though. So it doesn't. So even although yeah, you got like $100,000-$200,000 equity, but you damn near got 5-6% interest rate. So
Right.
it's
And the
like
bad part about that is they steadily climbing. So
yeah.
they're going back up.
Do you think?
So
Do you
it's
believe? Do do you think the bubble's gonna pop soon, or you think it's just gonna plateau and maybe slowly come back down?
I honestly feel like I don't know about slowly come back down. I feel like it's gonna be a break even point or like a an equilibrium point where it tops out, but I don't think it's gonna fall too far back down because people have accepted it.
I see what you're saying.
Once
It's
you
like
start to pay the price for
new
something,
norm. Yeah.
it's the new norm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It may come down. With a lot of people protesting these appraisal district things. Like I think they had over 200,000 or something like that, amount of people in Dallas that protested theirs. Because in some cases, because of the market going up like that, it's causing some of these houses, like say for instance, you may have $140,000 house, but they making it online like it's 300,000, and you're gonna pay taxes like that.
Yeah. That's what's
You
hitting you
know,
in the pocket.
and then some people used to feel like, hey, let it be 300,000 because if I want to sell it, it look good. But now nobody wants to sell because they
Nah.
know if they sell, they might not be able to move into a new spot
Nah.
because they can't afford it. They buying, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Everything's
the
like
problem.
$100,000 over asking.
Everything. Everything. We had a neighbor just put their house up. It wasn't even on the market yet. No inspection, no nothing. Walk it, just cash deal. Want it now.
Right. What's going on,
Oh,
Devontae? I'm in the building, man. I'm
yo,
here. I'm here.
surfish. He call you surfish.
I'll take that. I think that's he might have hit me with a senior fish. I'm a
Senior
little
fish.
old.
Oh, so yeah. He
We
is
gonna
pushing. Never mind. We ain't gonna go there.
say, man, look here, Jack.
Hey, man, look at it.
But you're right about that, man. Buddy was telling me. Actually, my father-in-law was telling me they had a friend in California that purchased the property sight unseen, no inspection, no nothing. He had
Yeah.
already bought it online and had somebody else to go look at it for him. And they said when it pulled up in it, Dana, it looked like they just took white paint, showed everything up, got it back to looking
Wow.
like nobody, but and it just vacuumed, and that was it. He got some work to do when he finally moved in.
Man, but that's the thing though. So like now, I'm in a position. I'm trying to get some land, but like even then,
Right.
it's like it's like as soon as you find something, they got 10 offers on it. Like it's I don't know, man. I'm thinking the bubble's gonna maybe pop, but I don't know.
I want to know. Okay, so with the bubble popping, okay, say it does.
Yeah,
You paid $100,000 over asking.
yeah.
Bubble pops, your equity, starts to weaken. Everything starts to drop. How comfortable do you feel now paying that bubbled up house note that you?
Oh, people are foreclosing. It's gonna be like 2008. People gonna start foreclosing. Like, nope, not doing it.
Right.
Why? I
I've
can
been
get
through.
foreclosed.
We've been through all of that, man. It's funny because when we first moved into this neighborhood, it was like they were giving people zero interest loans. No money buy down, all that kind of
Man,
stuff. Yeah.
that's insane, bro.
Then people moved in. We got to year 3. The house notes doubled. The appraisal values doubled. So like they started paying on the land. The house was an improvement. You know how it goes up. So
Yeah.
they went from paying like a certain amount as their house note to paying 3 times that amount. And it went from like seeing your neighbors to seeing people you didn't know or seeing empty houses. You notice it first when you see the tall grass.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I'm saying?
tall grass is a sign that
Tall grass.
somebody
And then right, they gone for.
they
And then
out
it goes from there to you see the sheriff's department in front of somebody's house putting their stuff on the curb, man.
there.
And it was happening like that. And we've been here now, so we moved here in 2002, so it's been 20 years. And I probably got 2 neighbors that I still know from the beginning. Everybody else on that upturn though, a lot of these people they bought some of these houses for $20,000 and $30,000 less than what they were because they took them as is from what they were. They bought them after people moved out of them.
Because after 2008, they probably had them for nothing, basically.
Right. But then they turn around and build another neighborhood next to us, and them houses were about $80,000 more than what we paid for ours. So it's like you stuck in the middle. You want to move. You want to like, man, I'm okay. This was my house I got when I was in my 20s. I'm ready to get something else. And then you start looking around. Everything is like 400, 500, 600,000. You're like, man,
it's funny because like we were just talking about that. Like going out saying, man, I'm gonna get $200,000 house.
right.
Where? Like that was the norm. Like
bro, you can't even go get a $200,000 house in the ghetto right now, bro. Like,
damn. Like it's like you get $200,000. Like you were doing things. Like you get $150 out. Let's say your house 150, 120. Like okay, you spent 200,000, man.
right.
Because your house costs 200 now. 200, bro. You
you got a cheap house, like right? They
200. The 200
What about
is the new 100.
It is. You got people out here paying like $1,600 for like 700 square feet, bro. Like apartments.
Gosh,
You got people paying $2,000 and $3,000 a month for apartments, dude.
man.
That's not even on your way to own it.
Apartment.
You know what I'm saying? That's not even on your way to own it.
I can't
And
see
then you
it.
think about that. So okay, we're gonna go back. Can you celebrate Juneteenth in front of your $100,000 inflated home eating your watermelon, bro? Or do you feel like a slave? Because you're gonna be paying for that month forever.
For the rest of your life.
What you feeling like?
You slaving over here.
Man,
Nah,
same. Because the whole thing was we were taught when we were younger, you move into it, you don't want to get in over your head. You want to have some free money. You want to be able to do some things. But man, like I said on a couple of shows ago, me myself, just even with being here for so long, I only owe but so much, but still because everybody else property going up around me, my house no went up by $200.
That's crazy. Because like you said, you've been out since 2002, right?
2002, yeah.
You got 20 years in the game. Like you on the downturn. Like yo, that money ain't going interest. No, that's taking a principal. You in the principal game now. So for it to go up, it's like, what are we doing here? Like I'm supposed to be
looking at my loan. Like, did they renegotiate with Abby? Like what happened here? You know,
sweetheart, what happened? Trying to figure out what's going on.
Right.
Nah, man, it's too much, man. It's too much.
When you say top out, then I ask you that. Okay, since we got more people becoming billionaires and things like that.
Yeah.
And then we got this war going on. We got gas going up to almost $5 as an average around here. How do you feel that is our dollar losing its value across the country? I mean, across the world? Like will we be like, would $1 billion still be $1 billion in a year from now?
I don't know. Country? I really don't know. Donald Ezel. Oh, Ezel. Yo, Donald Ezel, it was our first guest on the show. Like episode 3. He's back on. He said he bought his house for $420K. Sold 10 months later for God.
$565.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Now Donald, if you wanted to move into another house, you would probably have to put about $300 down to get your house note to where you want to be before you move in. That's the hard part, man. Because now
but where you going now? Like, I made that, but like, where I go now?
Right.
So, but you know what? The one thing is like, I have knows about the Metroplex, man. Like, even over here, like, in just a couple of months, you got houses. The sign says houses from the 5 to the 9s. I'm like,
bro,
what? 900s?
And you might pass by and you be like, and they can be in areas where it's like, y'all don't even have a grocery store. Y'all don't even have, like, I still got to drive 30 minutes to go to the mall.
But I'm paying $900,000. Like, I almost paid $1 million. Like, $1 million home ain't $1 million home anymore. Before, like, you got $1 million home. $1 million home may be damn near like 4,000 square feet.
Yeah, you're like. But see, you take that back to 2008, bro. You used to get over here in Lancaster. When you said Lancaster, like that, I don't live in Lancaster, but say Lancaster is about 20 or so minutes from me that way, right?
Yeah.
You used to get a 4,000 square foot house for $165,000, dog. They were selling 4,000 square foot houses for $165,000, dude, around that much. Man. And at that time, everybody was getting approved. You get in a new home buyers program. The Nehemiah program, if you were black, you could buy down your interest rate. You know, all kind of stuff was going on. But it's now, bro, okay, so you pay $1 million, but then you might be still in the house where you can look out the window and see your neighbor in his kitchen because the house just goes together.
Oh, yeah, no, they all on top of each other. They all on top of each other. But that's what I talked about. We were talking about, like, think about when you grew up, like, when you were young, they was like, yo, go to school, get your house and stuff like that.
Right.
Based on how it is now, let's just say a young couple, married, say just graduate college, 23, 24, kid on the way, they can't afford a house. Like, let's they make it decent money. Let's just say they're making about $40,000, 50. That's decent money. But realistically, $40,000, you're not getting a house for making $40,000. Like, you can't afford it.
Yeah,
that's not.
And that brings me to that. Do you think that how these people living that's not even making minimum wage, dude? I know you got government assistance and all this kind of stuff, but some of them they were never schooled on the game of life.
Yeah.
And they got like 2 and 3 kids, man, and they living in like an efficiency apartment making like $9 an hour trying to figure it out, but somehow they making it work. But at the same time, that family that you talking about, they want that home. They want more for themselves. And it's like it's struggle bus out here, man. They looking out and they
I don't make it make sense. I don't know how they do it.
I don't. Cause like grocery shopping, dude, with just 2 kids, you looking at the register like slot machine, bro. That mug said it going up. Like, yeah, we just spent $400. We ain't got no but juice in the basket.
That's it. We went there like we went. Usually we got a spot we get the meat and stuff. Like we went to but with no meat, just just right, like the lettuce, just the kind of 120. It's like, what is with no meat? What are we doing? That's no meat. I'm in a hundo. Nah, man.
And that's that like when Donald said it's stupid. It's like it's stupid all the way around, bro. Because you want to live comfortable and you want to feel good about your hard work. I go to work every day. I should be able to buy what I want. But then what if you never get that job that gets you into that neighborhood that you want to live in? You know what I'm saying? Or that car that you want. So then you settle, but how do you still feel good about yourself and even feel good about going to your job when it's like that, bro? And it's not trying to diminish nobody or make them feel like any type of way, because people are going, you'll find happiness in anything you do. Money don't make you happy, bro. Money don't make you happy.
Look, hold on. Money don't make you happy. Might not make you happy, but that shit helps.
It make it tolerable. But
it make it help. Fuck that. Look, usually when people say money can't buy you happiness, usually they ain't got enough of it. Because you ask Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, where they traded all in.
Yeah, but they're so rich, they bored though. They doing stupid stuff out here in these streets because they don't know what to do with their money, dude.
Give me some of that. I can figure out some shit to do. But like, it's crazy because we just came back from Shepherd Air Force Base.
Okay.
Gas $4.19. Right, drive over here, $4.49. Today it's $4.60. Like, what?
It's $4.75 over here. By
what is going on? Like last week, I ran into a dude who said, "Hey man, go buy you some gas." What you mean? He said, "I used to work in the oil industry. They said go get gas." And like I met him at Walmart. Like he said, "Man, go get some gas." Like he had insider track. So I said, "Okay, cool." Now, mind you, when I left Walmart, it was $4.49. By the time I went home and ran a couple errands, within the same day, it was at $4.99. Right. 50 cents in 5 hours. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, come on, make it make sense to me, man. Like, this is, it's going to pop. I'm telling you, like, what's going to happen is this. Because
are we headed for another Great Depression?
Yes, I think so. Because what's going to happen is this. I think what's going to happen is they're going to keep pushing and pushing. You're going to have, think about the people you just talked about, the one that's making like the $12, $13, $14 an hour.
They might be the ones that be surviving.
They're going to come to a point when they say, screw this. Why am I going to go to work? It costs me $30 worth of gas to get to work, making $10 an hour. That's at least almost half of my day at work in just gas. And we be on some Mad Max shit.
Right.
You got Mohawks and chaps out there, like, let's I don't know, man.
You said Mohawks and chaps. Bro, I don't know how I feel if I come outside. There's some dude out here with a tattoo on his face stealing my gas out my truck.
Man, bro. I'm telling you, man, like, it's for real. Everything is, man, out of control. When is enough gonna be enough?
Yeah. And it's like you can't even, like, you be wanting to help somebody. Hey, man, I got you, bro. I get you a tank. Yeah. I need my own money. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what life might change. But like we said last time, no matter how comfortable you think you are, like, some of us are really like a paycheck away from being homeless, bro.
Man, what?
You know what I
mean? It's funny because I was in I was in line at Starbucks, and I was getting my son told me to try this mango dragon fruit thing. So I'm up there, and there's, the man in front got you. He was trying to pay it for, right?
Right.
I said, hey, man, I said, you know what? I'm feeling kind of, man, go ahead. I said, hold on, man. What they got back there? And he was like, hey, man, bro, it's about $35. Ain't nobody going to feel no type of way about you pulling off. I said, man, you have a good day. I do the dudes and I kept it moving. Like, man, look, hold on, man.
Jesus loves you.
Hey, man, hold on. Let me put 5 on. Can I put 5 on this bill?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tell him I got him.
And it's like, I've been generous lately because we go out to eat,
Yeah.
and you feel like this the first restaurant I done came into where they actually got some people at work. I done been to some where they you gotta wait an hour because they say they don't have enough staff. The manager back here cooking, then he's
Yeah.
sweeping, then he working the register. Then you go to the some of the fast food places, they keeping their indoors locked
Yeah.
because they say they don't have enough staff. So it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna give them a good tip. But I've been to places too where it used to be 6 or more, 18% gratuity. Now you go to certain places, it's 18 off the rip just because you order something
But here's my problem with that. The way the United States do
before you get any service.
well, yeah, before you like same as you order DoorDash, I gotta pay you a tip before you even give me a service?
Right.
What's that? I
Right.
don't agree with that. And then I still don't like the fact that in America we even tip. Like, what is that about? Why does my waiter only get paid $2.15 an hour, and I gotta pay the rest of it? He don't work for me. He works for you.
Right.
The fact they gave me service, like, but that's an American thing. For those that have not traveled outside, that is an American thing.
Right.
Nobody does that shit. Nobody. We do it because we're trying to. The way it happened, I think I read the story behind it. It was when times back when the Great Depression and stuff, and they was doing it to help the business owners and stuff like that. But these businesses are making millions upon millions of dollars. Why do I have to pay the server at Buffalo Wild Wings or Chili's his cut when that company is making millions of dollars? Pay
Right.
them decently. $2.15 an hour, or then rely on tips. My tip shouldn't have to pay his salary.
I shouldn't.
I shouldn't be obligated to do that. I want this food. I pay for this food. You
Right.
brought it to me. Like,
It have you feeling some type of way sometime if you're that kind of person, because you can get your food to go and they still hang you the receipt with the tip line on there. You be wondering,
Yes,
do I gotta
like-
pay this now? Do I get them something? You know, like
Yeah.
even back in the Gap when you go to Sonic and they used to skate to your car. Okay,
yeah.
is he performing for me or she? You know, like is that my fault?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what always kept me was those to-go orders. Like, I'll go up there and get a to-go order, right? And
Right.
I always ask for a drink. And that was going to determine whether I tipped them $2 or $1. Because my thing is this:
Okay.
if I show up at a restaurant and you serve me, but the dude they just made all, you just really picked it up and brought it to me. I usually
Right.
do like $1 tip, like, and sometimes I don't do nothing, but I was like, yo, can I get a drink? What you want? Or they be like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I throw them $2, you know, maybe. But like, to kind of make it seem like I'm getting something because I don't feel I need to tip you. You didn't do anything at all.
Right.
You just rung me up. So
And see, that's what makes me think about that too, because I'm sitting here looking at this and I was trying to find it.
yeah,
A lot of companies are trying to do different things to circumvent that. Not so much the jobs that tip, but the jobs like the ones where people usually work in they're going into they're testing out the 4-day work week.
oh,
And I believe it's like US and Canada and a few other ones, they testing that out to see how it works. And they say a lot of companies may start moving towards that. But a lot of them are kind of like, they're cool with people working from home, but a lot of them want people to come back into the office now because they're saying they're more productive when they come in. So because you see them like moving them back into the office, then going to a 4-day work week. I mean, is it for, what is it for 12s? No, 410s. 410s.
14.
I mean, because it's like some of the other countries already do that, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it myself. And 14,
Right.
I actually used to do them, and it wasn't bad. It's just you don't get that work in.
Oh yeah, you gonna work. UK is doing it right now. The UK
UK.
started it. Yeah, they're doing an experiment to see how it works off. It kicked off like earlier, I think either this week or last week. More than 70 companies and 3,300 workers taking part in the experiment to see how a 4-day work week goes.
Why are we tipping America?
But they're still supposed to be getting paid 100%. They're working 80% of the hours, but still supposed to be getting paid 100%. You think that they may start taking away benefits and stuff like that? Because some of these jobs that people got that where they're making less than minimum wage and the tips in the service industry, I've never worked in the service industry. Do they still get benefits? And
No,
the ones where they make tips, like most of the restaurant,
no.
Now I know like In-N-Out and stuff like that they do, and Chick-fil-A. And all
Yeah.
that.
I was just about to say, In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A, the only two that I know that do that. Everyone else, even the big chains, not necessarily fast food, they don't pay.
What you watching over there?
For me, I just watch you go black.
I did. Cause
Okay,
man,
you eating?
I'm trying to eat this snow cone, brother.
Hey, why
And I
come you?
feel weird.
Hey,
I
uh,
feel weird picking up this spoon and licking my lips like that,
uh,
man. I ain't need nobody judging me,
all
bro.
on the spoon and shit.
You know,
Hey
I
man,
don't
look,
I don't
cause,
need I don't need
cause it's,
Devontae seeing me and then hold that against me for some blackmail or something.
hey, the second you do that, nigga, I'm in the screenshot of that motherfucker.
Hey man, that's why I turned my camera off.
Man, I got you.
So what I mean, okay, where do you see this going? The overall economy. Because they've lost sight of a lot of stuff. Now they're trying to press forward on these gun bills and a lot of stuff that they're putting in front of the Supreme Court right now to try to get them changed. I
Yes,
think Roe versus Wade is still one of them. They're still working on that and a few other things.
yeah,
And as they throw us that curveball, we looking over that shoulder, and the gas prices going back up behind us. The
yeah,
interest rates going back up behind us. Everything is changing. When we
yeah,
turn around and face that direction again, life gonna be different, man.
man. Life been different. I'm just trying to
Right.
figure out when is enough going to be enough. That's why I say the big pop's going to come, because it's going to get to the point people going to just be like, man, fuck this. I'm not doing it. I'm not
I
conforming.
mean, look at it.
I'm not playing by your
I
rules.
was talking to one of my neighbors, and he was telling me that he was in the trucking industry. He said he had to shut it down for a while because he can't buy. You
You know
can't
what?
afford to operate and buy gas because a lot of those other companies they're bidding so low on some of these jobs. If you don't
Yeah,
have like a contract, like a government contract, something like that locked in, when you're bidding per job, some of them are bidding so low he don't even know how they're operating.
I've heard of that. I've heard of people so low, like, or I've had kinfolk that run their own trucks. It's like, yo, man, I'm gonna shut it down. I can't win here. So what do
Right.
you do in that situation? Nah, man, it's screwed up for everybody, dude.
It is.
And if you're not part of the big conglomerate, what do you do?
That's a great question. I don't know because everybody can't sell some tennis shoes and become become a billionaire. Ain't
Nah,
got no Kanye clothes to sell or none of that,
you get
man.
no
So
guys.
I don't know, bro. It's a big thing because a lot of people became their own business owners because of the pandemic.
True that. And then
And,
some
and
businesses
it's
fail.
all kind of businesses. Yeah, they have failed. Some of them are gone now because of the
Yeah,
pandemic. This places we used to go
great.
eat, you
Like,
pull up down the
yeah,
sign.
man, dude. There's some places we went that was like, how did they go out of business? It was amazing food. It's just they just could not withstand the constant just being shut down and the rent and stuff like that. So
That's part of it too. But when you said, "Oh boy, told you to go buy gas," I've been told to go buy to stock up on supplies.
I've heard that a few times within the past year. Like it be some random spot. Usually it's my mom. Hey, you know
Yeah,
what? Go get some tissue or go get some water or go get some. It's something's always
I've
about
heard
to
that
go
too.
out.
I've even been told to go get MREs and everything else.
Oh damn.
Sternos, pretty much everything to like if you have to be self sufficient where you can't leave the house because they say they talking like the world going to shut back down. This time it's going to be because of lack of stuff. Like I'm being told certain grocery stores aren't even restocking right now,
Really?
or a lot of stuff that we normally eat. The ingredients in it are changing because they can't source some of the stuff that usually goes in it.
Oh. Hey, just let you know, my garden's doing good, bro.
Right, right.
Yeah, my garden is doing good. Actually, I got way too many jalapenos. If you need jalapenos, let me know. I got a
Bro,
lot of jalapenos.
trying to
I'm talking about
trying to help me out, huh?
I'm talking like 50 jalapenos, man. I don't know what to do with them. So now,
Better
if you
start
want
making
my,
some put them in some of the mason jars.
that's actually what we're doing tonight. We're trying to figure out how to. You gotta have like vinegar, sugar, salt, like this heating thing. Yeah, we're gonna try that tonight. Put some of these jalapenos up for
Okay.
use. So now that's some bell peppers. So we're gonna start another garden tomorrow. So we starting, but we got a
Yeah.
long way to go.
Okay. It's like, man, we touched on all this stuff. I saw you drop the link in the chat a while ago. I can't believe nobody in the chat didn't want to jump on for a quick five
You know what?
minutes
You know
and
what's
give us their
crazy?
perspective on something.
Actually, if we'd have dropped it where he don't mind. He'll jump in this boat in a minute. Just to get to
Yeah.
talking. But that was earlier. I don't think he may have seen that one. So
Yeah.
this our last Monday, man. How you feel about that?
I don't know, man. It's like it's bittersweet
Yeah, because
because
like now it's for real.
now the real work begins.
Yeah, like this regular just half ass and like shit.
Yeah, we got
Now
we got to do it for real.
we gotta come here for real. We gotta make sure we have these done. Yeah. So it was fun though. It was fun, kind of getting this the warm up.
Yeah,
Brushing off the shoulders and stuff like that. So
yeah.
nah, it'd be good to come in next Monday to turn all the way up.
I know, man. It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be different, and we're still gonna do that giveaway. For those that don't know, Monday giveaway. I don't know how much it is yet. I don't. We'll advertise that Thursday, but he said he want to do $100. I said, are we splitting that 3 ways or 2?
Yeah, he must have seen them interest rates.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, man, hold on. Hey, we can do $30. Everybody $10. I can do that.
I know. A gift card was mentioned. I think at one point in time you mentioned some gear.
Yeah, and
When
then
you
actually,
talking about giving out some a J Reaper T-shirt.
yep, J Reaper T-shirt, and then we get heavy into the gun topics. We were supposed to give it you about some classes, like doing.
Oh yeah,
giveaway
I'm with
classes.
that. I thought you were gonna say you're giving away your rifle or something.
Watch your mouth. I ain't even no rifle. Actually, speaking of that, probably need to go buy another one, man. They come in.
Say, I was telling my wife about that earlier.
I
That
may just
AK
go
I
grab.
sent you that link to that AK.
Yes.
I was like, say, I might have to go pick that up. Like, might have to go
Look
take
at
out a small businessman
that.
loan.
I may need to go.
Get
Yeah,
this AK.
I may
Get a
need to
couple
go
of
get me.
mags because I think high
grab me
cap mags gonna go out the window by
Oh, them
Friday.
high caps out of there. Them high caps out of there. Because I
Dude,
need to get
done
my.
seen a couple of the. It's funny to say that because I done seen a couple of websites where they're stating now that certain cities getting priority as far as shipping
Yes.
to them.
I've
Yeah.
seen quite a few websites like they're giving priority to these cities because they're trying to make sure, which you know what, as a gun guy, I understand. I do understand that if a guy from what you call gets in front of me, but don't keep pushing my ass too far back to where now I can't get one.
Right, right. I know. We had to talk about that at work today, and I don't know, man. I'm still feeling some type of way because it went from some of the same people that were asking me about gun classes that look like you and I.
Yeah.
Now, after these things have happened, these recent shootings and stuff like that, now they're villainizing the guns instead of the people using them.
Yeah.
And it's like they need to get them AR-15s off the street. They just don't know what they doing. I say, well, the AR-15 shoots the same round as your granddaddy's bolt action rifle, but it got a big old clip in it. First off, it's a magazine.
Yeah, Lord. Thank you for correcting that.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And even if he had 30 rounds, at one point he got to reload. All those police officers that were standing outside, most of them carry at least 15 rounds.
Yeah.
And they said, well, he was shooting out the window. Actually, at one point in time, he was hiding in the closet and tried to ambush them when they came in. It's like they try to rationalize it and make it sound like this. Well, that other man bought his gun 2 hours before he went up there and shot that doctor. Okay, I get that. But if you want to try to do a background check, it's not a polygraph. It's not going to sit there and go, oh, I feel crazy tension in him. We don't need to sell him a gun.
Well, no, that's why they really run them red flag laws now. They like, yo, red flag is where it's at. I'm like, ooh.
But where they going to get the manpower at to enforce that?
Very good question. I've never heard that before.
I'm asking because say if it's a week, that guy had his surgery like a week prior to when he went and killed that doctor, right?
Yeah.
What kind of red flags are going to pop up in 7 to 10 days before he goes and buys that rifle and shoots somebody?
Not any, if none, if any.
Now, what somebody did say to me did kind of make sense, and I was like, that's a thought. Is that the delayed process when you go and actually buy a gun?
Yeah.
One guy was like, hey, I was thinking about going to go do some dirt, but then I got there and they told me I got to wait 5 to 7 days before I can buy a gun. So I decided, I lost that thought that I cooled down. My temper wasn't as bad. It was another guy that somebody told me that he shot some people. He was mad and he was enraged, but he said had he had to wait, he probably would have, let it ride. But that's a lie. You finna go to prison. That's why you talking like that now, dude. Because if you were gonna commit that crime, you was gonna do it no matter what. You probably would have borrowed a gun from somebody. You probably would have stabbed somebody.
Yeah.
People run over people with cars. They do all kind of stuff when their mind ain't right.
Yeah,
And
I do.
you're talking about this age of 21. But before you and I were even a twinkle, you know what I'm saying, in our father's eyes, bro. They've been carrying rifles in the back windows of trucks in Texas, man, on farms and on four-wheelers and all kind of stuff. So that's something that's always been there, regardless of 18 to 21 years old.
So what has changed?
No, that's what I'm saying. Nothing has changed, because if you go to 21 years old, it's still gonna be a father out there that might buy his 15-year-old son a gun to go hunt with.
Yeah.
They can still circumvent the system. Tell me how many criminals you know, or even not criminals, just people that are law-abiding citizens that want to enjoy their recreation that don't figure out a loophole.
Good question.
And even in Texas, bro, when you have a concealed handgun license, that kind of you take that initial background check, but when you go buy a gun, most of the time they just take that as if you already took your background check, so you good.
Yeah.
They do have that where you can only buy so many in a month, so many in a week, things of that nature. Now, how that guy went and bought 2 Daniel Defenses in a couple of days and or 2 ARs, period.
Yeah, 2 days. You got 2 days?
Right. I mean, because think about I guess it's not that's not even a scary thought no more, because we used to think 300 and some rounds was a lot of ammo, but it's really not.
Nah, it's not.
When you look at the grand scheme of things.
Actually, you know what? Truthfully, the last 3 boxes I bought with those 250s.
Right.
I bought 250, and then maybe a 500. Yeah, but that's not really that big a deal. 300 rounds of ammo.
Right. So I don't really. I mean, I try to help and think of ways we can help this, but with as many guns that they have out here on these streets, man, I'm curious to see what laws they're going to pass, besides reducing the size of the magazine again, if they go back to the ban, the big ban, or besides changing the age. I think they're going to do that. But regardless of how I feel about guns and how I want to keep mine and everything else that I'm doing, I feel like it's a Band-Aid on an even bigger problem that they don't want to address. And it's like they say, you taking the guns away from the law-abiding citizens, dude, the criminals are going to always get what they need. They're going to always get what they need. And somebody said that at work too, talking about the police are outgunned. They need to take them guns off the streets. Now, I could have sworn the police in Uvalde had took a picture a couple of weeks prior where they were all holding ARs and had armor on.
Yeah, they do.
They don't, but I thought a lot of times they roll with those in their squad car. The ARs be in the car.
They do, or the shotguns. Yeah, they do.
Or shotgun, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I digress. I mean, it's officially our last Monday. We're 4 minutes over. Mr. Versace was here in spirit. You know what I'm saying? So how do we roll into the 13th, man?
We roll into the 13th. Guns blazing. No pun intended.
No. I don't own any guns.
You know. All right, B-Fish, close us out.
It's no cone, good. Why do you always do that, man? You want me to? Because I'm not. I'm a closer, but it's different. See y'all on 13. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate all the support thus far. Man, we looking forward to bringing y'all some more hot shows. Podcast gonna be lit, man. Unpredictables.
Later.